Dajjal is the messenger of Iblis? My messenger is my fortress. And in reality the messenger of Allah is Allah. And the messenger of Iblis is Iblis. Why dissociate the messenger from his sender? God cannot become man, but the devil could? According to Iblis, the Trinity is Allah, the jinns, and the angels. And to name them individually, Allah, Iblis, and Gabriel constitute the divine Trinity. They are the ones who have power over humanity. They are the ones who watch over humanity, for good and for bad, by manifesting themselves here and there. Iblis means ibis, the retina of the eye, and therefore the power of the eye. The ability to see, like the ability of Jehovah. Power of vision. He is the eye of providence that brings peace, love, and union, but also misfortune and intolerance towards those who will not have believed him. Jinns in Islam are earthly beings. They do not have access to the heavens. Their life is quite parallel to that of men. They eat, reproduce, die, and will be resurrected by God as men were. Conscious and responsible, they are concerned by the preaching of the prophets, by religion, and by morality. Yes, but Iblis is eternal. How many years have passed since Iblis was banished from paradise and his creation? Jinns live in a world parallel to that of humans, and, as they live in a different dimension, the course of time is also different. Consequently, the lifespan of jinns is much longer than that of humans. It is said that they live between 1,000 and 1,500 years. Allah is said to have created jinns before creating human beings. If man is created from clay, they are created from fire. They were conceived in the story of the Quranic creation from smokeless fire. Surah 55, the most merciful, ayat 14 and 15. He created man from clay sounding like pottery, and he created the jinn from the flame of a smokeless fire. The son Iblis is a smokeless fire. And the son of Iblis is like an oval eye that looks at us. It looks at us and we cannot return its gaze. 'Cause like God it is dazzling. Surah 24, the light, ayat 35. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. His light is like a niche in which a lamp is. The lamp is in a crystal container, and this one resembles a star of great brilliance. Its fuel comes from a blessed tree, an olive tree neither eastern nor western, whose oil seems to illuminate without even the fire touching it. Light upon light. Allah guides to his light whom he wills. Allah proposes to men parables, and Allah is the omniscient. Allah does not like the polytheists because Allah rejects associations. But here he associates himself with the light, and with the star which is like the light. Therefore Allah himself is the star, the light, and Iblis. I deduce that he does not like associations except when it emanates from his own mouth. Surah 31, Luqman, ayat 13. And when Luqman said to his son while exhorting him, "O my son, do not associate with Allah, for association with Allah is indeed a great injustice." Although this is the vision and the word of Luqman, a servant in the service of Allah, the Quran condemns by his word, without nuance, shirk and those who practice it. Surah 13, the thunder, ayat 36. And those to whom we have already given the book rejoice in what has been revealed to you, while some factions reject part of it. Say, I have only been commanded to worship Allah and not to associate anything with him. To him I call people, and to him will be my return. The salvation of Allah is to return to Allah. This is the destiny of the servants of Allah. The jinn are the first inhabitants of the earth, but they would have disobeyed God who sent angels against them to fight them. Defeated, they were exiled to the sea. Genesis 6 and 7. Noah. When men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they took them as wives of all whom they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. And giants were on the earth in those days. After that the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare them children. These are the mighty men that were famous of old. And the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord repented that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and creeping things and birds of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. And Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man and blameless in his time. Noah walked with God. Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was corrupt before God, the earth was full of violence. God looked on the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. Then God said to Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for they have filled the earth with violence. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. You shall make the ark into cells, and you shall pitch it inside and out with pitch. This is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its breadth 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. You shall make a window for the ark, and you shall make it a cubit above. You shall set a door in the side of the ark, and you shall build a lower story, a second story, and a third story. And I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life under heaven. Everything that is on the earth shall perish. But I will establish my covenant with you. You shall come into the ark, you and your sons, your wife and your sons' wives with you. Of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every kind you shall bring into the ark, to keep them alive with you, a male and a female. Of birds after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, and of every creeping thing of the earth after its kind, 2 of every kind shall come to you, that you may keep them alive. And you take of all the food that is eaten, and provide with yourself, that they may be food for you and for them. That is what Noah did. According to all that God commanded him, he did. And the Lord said to Noah, Come into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen you righteous before me among this generation. You shall take with you 7 pairs of every clean animal, a male and his female, 1 pair of the animals that are not clean, a male and his female, and 7 pairs of the birds of the air, male and female, to keep their offspring alive on the face of all the earth. For within 7 days I will cause it to rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and I will destroy from the face of the earth every living thing that I have made. So Noah did everything the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. So Noah, his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Of the clean animals and the animals that are not clean, of the birds and of everything that moves on the earth, went into the ark with Noah 2 and 2, a male and a female, as God had commanded Noah. After 7 days the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of heaven were opened. And it rained on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. That same day Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, Noah's wife, and his 3 sons' wives with them, entered into the ark. They and every beast after his kind, all livestock after their kind, every creeping thing that creeps on the earth after its kind, every bird after its kind, every bird of every winged thing. They went into the ark with Noah 2 and 2 of every flesh in which the breath of life is. Male and female of every flesh went in, as God had commanded Noah. And the Lord shut the door behind him. The flood was 40 days on the earth. The waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. The waters increased and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the face of the waters. The waters increased more and more, and all the high mountains that were under the whole heaven were covered. The waters rose 15 cubits above the mountains, and they were covered. Everything that moved on the earth died, both birds and livestock and beasts, everything that crawled on the earth and all men. Everything that had breath, the breath of life, in its nostrils and was on dry land died. Every living thing that was on the face of the earth was destroyed, from man to livestock to creeping things and birds of the air. They were destroyed from the earth. Only Noah remained, and those who were with him in the ark. The waters were great on the earth for 150 days. The rebellious and vicious jinns were swallowed up by the sea. The water removed them from the surface of the earth. The water extinguished the flames. But it is mainly believed that they are on the earth once again now, and that they share it with men. This is the belief that predominates. Surah 27, the ants, Ayat 39 and 40. One mighty jinn responded, I can bring it to you before you rise from this council of yours, and I am quite strong and trustworthy for this task. But the one who had knowledge of the scripture said, 1. I can bring it to you in the blink of an eye. So when Solomon saw it placed before him, he exclaimed, "This is by the grace of my Lord to test me whether I am grateful or ungrateful. And whoever is grateful, it is only for their own good. But whoever is ungrateful, surely my Lord is self-sufficient, most generous. Their needs are similar to those of men, 'cause they are similar to men by their nature made of choices. And Iblis in all this? He remained with God because unlike his peers, he is the chosen one of Ilah. He plotted with Ilah like Itachi Uchiha to make the race of the wicked disappear. The race of the wicked is that of the disbelievers and not of the good. Iblis is a traitor to his people, but it is his ambition that saved him. It is his ambition that delivered him from evil. Like the massacre of the Uchiha in Naruto, Itachi Uchiha is Iblis. He sacrificed himself and wiped out his people in the name of the hidden village of Konoha, and under the influence of the Hokage of that time, Sarutobi Hiruzen.